Well, he got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Todd Gurley, 77 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he slips up. Past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 13 yards. And the 49er first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
First and 10 at their own
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
At their own 32-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade express.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 9, Murray. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Murray now on first down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 56. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. D Ford in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be fourth down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. He's going to fire one deep, middle. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Murray complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
1st down, Murray. Being chased out left. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Murray again, 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Drake. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, and then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The pass rush specialist, D Ford, in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
56. Now watch one. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. to go down. They sack him back at the 42. D Ford able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
61. Match box. White. Hey. High 7.
53, Mike. Check. 53.
Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. And I can reach.
Back to throw here. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 9, Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And a loose football. He's got daylight. And a cut to the right and some open field here. He's at the 30, 10, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. To try here for the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Got it. Hey, Charlie.
44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. Okay.
2nd and 1. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, echo. Now.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
8 read. Roll out.
Come on, Area. Come get some. Come get it. Go.
They'll set up to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on first down. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Another carry now for Gurley. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And got him in. It's Woods. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Murray buying time to his left. And Woods has it complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Todd Gurley. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's a gain of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
First down, 49ers.
Back to throw now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D Ford getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Murray, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Breida. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Murray now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Looking to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. Jefferson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Jefferson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. And they got the extra point, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
Let's go.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's 2nd down now. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And some room to work. The Todd Gurley. Wave goodbye. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Todd Gurley, 45 yards. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Back to throw. Murray sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this first and 10.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Not today, you want. Not today.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Let's go now. Turn the ending. Don't get nervous.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Again they run with Gurley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
First and 10 at the 22.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really both sides did. But they did